So Clef got some new music. First time in like what, 8 years?
Yeah, man.
Is that the deal?
Yeah, it's like yo, it's crazy. It's 7, right?
Right.
But this was crazy, man. Hendrix is already streaming like 8 million,
True.
and it's just nuts. You know, we put out a record called The Ring
Yeah.
3 days ago.
Right.
So it's like for me, coming from the era where I come from, I was always singing and rhyming.
Right.
To me, the Fugees, like there was and playing instruments. Like to me, I was like, yeah, we from the hood, but you know, like the hood got multiple parts to
Yes,
it. Like,
yes.
what are y'all like? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, yeah, that's the crack fiend. We know who that is.
Right.
Yeah, we see that's crack. Yeah, we know what crack is.
But we got more levels than that.
But yeah, like where's the kid that just wants to go to the library?
Right.
Like he's there, and where's that nerd that's just up in his room trying to invent something?
I think about last week. New Edition. They're from the hood.
Yeah.
But you saw that choreography? Do you see those steps?
That's
Do you
right.
see those moves? Like we
Yeah.
are more than our surroundings, bro.
100%, and that's really what it's always been about. You know, for me. So time, like, relevant to a space is just not based on what you do for yourself, though.
Okay.
It's really based on what you do for others. So at the end of the day, when I was doing the Fugees in the early days, no one really, there was really no radar on me.
Right. Right.
I was a producer.
right.
A producer was not famous. It was like whatever artist you put in the front. So the Fugees was about Lauren.
Absolutely.
So
right.
once again, if you notice, that's been my format all the way up to today. Like, so I'm a producer and a writer first. My original passion, like choir boy from the Five Heartbeats. I'm the choir director.
You was that guy at the back of the
I'm
stage
like,
that
you feel
was
me? Like I'm the
that had
choir
to be
director.
bluntly come out
I'm
and
like,
right.
yo, okay, we got the choir. Who the Whitney Houston in the choir? I'm about to write something for her. So that's the relevance of today, and I guess that's why the passion.
Yeah.
The love is just like you just always want to know more about music, you know?
So you've been a background frontman for 20
Oh, yeah,
plus
yeah,
years.
yeah. Of course. I mean, at the end of the day, my name is more famous than me. I got to
Yeah.
love it. It gives you room to grow, like I said. So to a kid now, when he's watching the I Swear video, like
Right.
with me and Thugger, it's nuts. Like, you know, I got guitars in that video.
Yeah.
And I showed Thugger a few guitar chords. And, you know, at the end of the day, I'm sending him an acoustic guitar because he wants to learn how to play. And I think that's the cross generation that's missing,
Yeah.
right? So Quincy Jones, he gave me information when I was like, yo, man, I look up to you, the man, like you the best thing that ever happened to me. He gave me information. So I just feel like sometimes our generation, the 90s generation,
Yes.
get more caught up in talking about what we did. Like, you know,
I mean,
like
we're proud of what we did.
Yeah,
And
but-
also we think there's a disconnect where the kids don't respect what we've done.
Yeah. Now this is a good debate, right? Because I be having it at the barbecues, right?
Yeah.
So there's two parts to it. Think of the movie Benny Blanco,
Okay.
The Bronx. That's what I feel is going on. So remember, Benny Blanco got hit at the train station, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is like the crazy hood movie, right? Because the kid went up to the OG and was like, look, man, I'm really a fan of yours first, right? And then, because what happens is OGs, right? One of the respect factors is we expect people to know, right?
Yes,
and I'm
right.
telling you, I've been in the studio with the triple 27 OGs, you know, like Michael Jackson.
And it's a given that, you've done your homework and you know
better,
who I am.
You better know who Verdine is from Earth, Wind, and Fire if you're in the studio with him, right? But at the same time, you still got to respect a new generation that comes up. And sometimes the kids, when they saying something that we might feel is blasphemy,
Yeah.
we at least have to understand that they don't know. They really don't know. Like, no one is taking time out. The education that I give my daughter at 11 years old, like I had to sit it down. Okay, this is Ella Fitzgerald. This is jazz. This is 90s. This is what it is. Okay, I know
Right.
you like this Shakira. Dad, I don't like this song. It sounds like old people music. I'm in 3 days later, she's going, yeah, boy, Dad, are
But
you up on?
we all said that, though.
Yeah.
We all said that when we were 11,
And
12.
3 days later, she going, yeah, boy. And I'm like, where you get that from? She's like, let me show you. Some young kid who's her age is going, yeah, boy. I'm like, yeah. Now let me show you where the yeah, boy came from.
Right.
The Public Enemy. Then I show her Flavor Flav going, yeah, boy. And it trips her out because the information, she's like, now her brain is trying to digest, well, where did Flavor Flav get it from? And then so I think if we can just, this is an important time, though, for us. I just saw OC out there, and I was like, man, you know, I'm a big fan of your music. I see Tony. I'm like, it's a big time for us to find a way to like just bridge the connection
Yes.
a little better, because there's so much fighting on Twitter between the older heads and then the younger heads.
It's a great discussion for hip hop. It's a great
Yeah,
discussion piece
yeah,
for hip hop, but
yeah.
the disconnect is really crazy.
Yeah, and then I think so we need to close it, because these kids still need us. And when they come to get you, like Thugger comes to get Wyclef, he's expecting Wyclef to just be Wyclef. You
Yes,
see what I'm saying? Now,
right.
if when Thugger come and get me, I'm like, yo, niggas know what I do. Hey, when I do it, then I do it. And I do it again. Like, no, he's expecting the, now that I escaped Sleepwalker awake,
Right,
I'll be
right.
gone
He
to
was that
November.
Clef, right,
He came to
right.
get Wyclef.
Right.
So I be saying, like, you know, it's crazy. Like, Busta Rhymes is Busta Rhymes. I be working with, like, kids that are, like, 19, 20. That's not even from this country. Like, from Colombia, from Puerto Rico, different places. This one girl, Farina, right now. Ooh, where you get that from? Busta Rhymes. You know what I'm saying? So there's such a legacy where, even look at like Tribe, it's not like the music has gone anywhere because the people are still alive. You know what I mean? But it's sort of like we're older now, right?
Yeah.
And when you're older, and all your fans that used to listen to you, those older fans, they all have jobs right now. So what the things that keeps them cool and relevant is their kid. So their kid would be. So if you ask me, how do I know Hendrix is hot? Is when the person that's my age is like, yo, my kid,
Yeah.
he says, who's Wyclef John? And he's playing this Hendrix. He said, that's Young Thug and Future's cousin.
So why don't more artists like you reach back like that? And why don't more young artists tend to reach back? It seems to be like, yo, you're on your fort, I'm on my fort, and we just ain't going to see eye to eye. Like, it's either you're on Team Biggie or Team Thugger, and, like, nobody intersects.
Well, I mean, the thing is, there have to be a love for music first, right? So as an artist first, I ain't no artist first. Like I told you, my true love is I love making people become stars.
Yes.
Like I love finding acts, discovering them, being in the studio, like blowing up. Sometimes my agent gets so mad at me because they be like, yo, Clef, you know, you could be doing this movie. Like they gave me this role in like Law and Order, you know, like shot as I be doing. Then they be like, yo, we got this movie for you. I remember, man, I blew it on the Idi Amin movie with Forrest Whitaker because I had auditioned for that. You know, I was going to be one of his ministers, you know, because this is how they asked me to talk. So I get the role. The role is very nice. You know, I talk like this. I can be the
right
minister.
into it, right.
Yo, then they're like, yo, you got to be like in Africa for like 8 months. I'm like, no, I'm not going to be in that. So the discipline of the parts that you most passionate about.
Yes.
So I think that coming from the mindset of a producer, you know, when I see Drake freestyling Ready or Not at 14 years old online, you know, and he's doing my verse. Then when I see him, then he's holding me tall, picks me up. Yo, Clef, you know, the carnival has been, you know,
Right.
and it's like, I expect him to be doing one dance.
Yeah.
I expect him to be singing, to be rhyming. Just like if there's an artist like J. Cole who'd be like, you know, Nas is my leader. He's, you know, then you expect him to be like, okay, I'm into Nas. This is, and I think that there are those young artists that really look up to the OGs. But, you know, you got to give them that space and that room to want to rock with them.
So you realized a long time ago that it's not really about you. Is that the vibe I'm getting? Like you said it is your purpose to have artists discover themselves kind of through you. So you
It's
kind of
not-
realize that it's not really about.
If it was,
It's kind of you as a vessel.
if it was about me, man, I wouldn't be here. Our stock is determined on how many people we can make rich besides ourselves. Nah, it's not, you know what I'm saying? This is why Jay-Z's one of the biggest forces in the music business. This is why Puffy's one of the business. You know, it's not really about, you already know what you're going to do, right? You already you. Like you can't nobody, but at the end of the day, those little 20 kids that are sitting there, you know they raw like you, if only you gave them that information.
Yeah.
If you can make 2 or 3 of them pop, then now you become relevant to a new generation. Anybody you see who's stuck on what they do, like, yo, this is what I do and I don't want to hear nothing, they become legend, they become iconic, but they remain in this iconic box for an era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Michael Jackson, forever. Whitney Houston, forever. Because the amount of information, Prince, forever. Because those kind of records, when they put them, and you hear Alicia Keys singing, you're like, oh, she definitely was inspired by. So when you do that groundbreaking music, the legends will come find you.
I hear, like, when I'm at Cafe Metro in the morning getting my breakfast.
Yeah.
I will hear I'm Your Baby Tonight. I'll hear Wanna Be Starting Something.
Yeah.
Like when you're on like white radio at 9:00 in the morning, that screams universal. Like you
Big
will
time.
always have a home, man.
Big time, you know, big time.
So what made you want to drop this? So I know next year you're talking about dropping Carnival 3 for the whole 20th
Carnival
anniversary.
coming out in June.
Oh, June of this year?
Yeah.
Not next year?
Yeah, no,
Okay,
we don't
okay.
play.
Okay.
Yeah, Juve is just the appetizer.
Pronounce that for me again.
Juve.
Juve?
Yeah, like
I
Juve.
thought it was Juve, like to open. Isn't ouvrir? I have a 7th grade French education.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. So I was trying to break it down for you got here.
Yeah.
So I thought it was like I opened.
Yeah, so there's the definition of the word, and then there's just so in the context that we use it in is the night before the West Indian Carnival in Brooklyn, we have Juve.
Okay.
And Juve is just the all-night party, and you go into the morning, you know what I'm saying? You barely could keep your eyes open, but you're so energetic.
You're not going
and
to work.
That energy of that West Indian Day Parade makes you get ready. So it's sort of like what I call the day before the carnival.
Yeah.
So being at the next album called The Carnival, this is the 20th year anniversary of the carnival. So this is Juve is just saying, okay, this is the appetizer to the to the upcoming project. And it was important for Juve, you get my frequency, because you haven't heard me in 7 years like that.
Yes.
So it was important. Like we had a record like The Ring. It was important that, you know, that we spit that thing. Because if a kid is a spitter, he don't know why Wyclef is a spitter.
Yes.
Until he hear The Ring.
Show him how it's done.
Then he gonna be like, oh, okay, the guy who sung Sweetest Girl, I thought he was a singer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now the kids.
Someone please call that guy.
Man, yeah,
Right.
man. Someone please call that guy. And then they be like, okay, I guess it's versatile.
Yes.
And so for me, once again, that's all excitement, man. It's all exciting.
So the next Thugger, like I love how you always reach back and work with younger artists and keep, you know, yourself and your whole lane, young man. What is it that you hear in this generation of hip hop and R&B that inspires you, man?
Well, I'm telling you, Hedge Music, this label, man, I signed on to, they're doing the other side of it. They're doing just magic.
And he picks the
right?
guitar, but you see that?
Right.
You see that? You see that?
Put on those headphones real quick. they
Who are
right?
these young ladies, Clef?
So we got Jazzy in the house.
Hi, Jazzy.
Hi.
My name is Dion. Hi, Jazzy.
What's up?
How you doing?
Allison's in the house.
Hi, Allison. How you doing?
What's going on?
I'm chilling.
How you doing?
Right? And we y'all good? Y'all hear the guitar? Right? So this is the era where we from. It's
Yeah.
called Discovery. Like when I met Beyonce and them, and before I did the remix for No No No,
Yes.
I was like, yo, sing a song. Man, well, listen, we in a tiny little hotel. Ain't no trick boxes, no
Right.
nothing, right?
Right.
So, and it ain't on YouTube yet, right? All right, so let's just do something that gets discovered right now
Boom.
on the heat. Can we do that?
Let's do it. So Heat
Okay.
exclusive. Let's go. That's Wyclef.
Yeah. We are lovers, true and through, and though we made it through the storm, baby, I want you to realize I really want to put you on. I've been searching for someone to come and satisfy my needs. Won't you be my inspiration? Be the real love that I need.
Let's go, Jazz.
Real love. I'm searching for a real love. Someone to set my heart free, real love. I'm searching for a real love. Yeah.
Keep it going like we in the cafeteria. Keep it going like we in the cafeteria. NWA, we in the cafeteria. Keep it going like we in the cafeteria.
Some say the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I say the blacker the flesh, then the deeper the roots. I give a holler to my sisters on the welfare. Ali cares if don't nobody else care. And I know they like to beat you down a lot. When you come around the block, brothers clown a lot. But please don't cry, dry your eyes, never let up. Forgive but don't forget, girl, keep your head up. And when he tells you you ain't nothing, don't believe him. And if he can't learn to love you, you should leave him. Hey.
Hey,
What?
Hey, we in the cafeteria, man. You see what I'm saying? We in the cafeteria. You see that, man? Yeah.
It's Wyclef's show.
We banging on them tables.
Strong J, ladies. Strong J. Are they on the album, bro? Are they on the
Yeah,
EP?
definitely. So Allison is on the EP.
Yeah.
Me and Jazzy working. Jazzy's working on a first mixtape about to come real soon. Allison's working. This Saturday,
Yeah.
Terminal 5.
Yes.
I'm doing a big show, the 20th year anniversary of the carnival.
Okay.
These ladies gonna join me on stage. I got a lot of crazy surprises.
All right.
You know, I'm a schemer.
Can you give us a hint about the surprises, man? Your Rolodex is like limitless, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope because we're celebrating the 20th year anniversary of the carnival.
Yeah.
So the production that I got coming is coming from Chicago. It's gonna be big.
All right.
It's a real heavy produced show. Everyone that loves the classics, like Apocalypse, different songs.
Yes.
Like, so you really never get to see it. So you get to see it, and the whole carnival is like this 20-year journey. And then artists will, like, new artists that you've never seen before, combination of some legends, right, together, shows up in this place. And once again, it ain't on YouTube yet, right? So I believe that magic, it still exists. So it's important that we know, like, there's two sides to the magic, right? We just did something right now that is us, like, you know what I mean? So that idea of, when the labels are looking for something, they always got to go see matching numbers. The Fugees got dropped like 17 times before we even got signed because we wasn't doing numbers yet. We were weird to a certain group of people,
Right.
but once again, it's
Eclectic.
eclectic. So it's just a matter of time. 'Cause I knew them thug nerds was with me. It was just a matter of time before they get to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I knew them.
You had their
was
girlfriends
somewhere.
already. Right. You had the girlfriends. You just had to circle back and get them.
You had to circle back and get them.
Yeah.
So it's a good time, great energy. So actually, you get tickets on Wyclef.com, and if you haven't been to the West Indian Day Parade, the last 40 minutes of my show, that's what it feels like.
Right.
So we encourage you, bring 2 outfits, you know what I mean? And
You want to sweat through the first one, man?
yeah, bring 2 outfits. You know, fellas, come to the shows. You know, if you haven't been to a Wyclef show, what could I tell you? It's totally different than any other show. You know what I mean? My fan base of women, it's sort of like the United Nations of the world. You see what I'm saying? So
okay.
just say, like, a church girl,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Her mama will not let her go to nobody concert.
I don't know. Some of them church girls, man. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, you're like,
saying.
she be up, twerking,
Right,
twerking,
right.
in the club.
Those are the main ones you gotta watch.
Then she show
What
up
you mean?
Sunday like this. Amazing. But it's going to be an eclectic a plethora of music. So we look forward to seeing y'all.
Clef, man, thank you. Congratulations
Thank you,
on
thank
everything, man. Seriously, thank you for staying eternally young in this game.
Man, we got the vibes, baby. Check out the ring. You're going to enjoy it, man.
And Juve comes out this Friday, man. We're all about it, man.
Yeah, man. You know,
Got you.
I got to make sure for the heads that are tuned in, you know what I'm saying? Like, for the Wyclef heads that are tuned in.
What?
The new young Wyclef fans that call me Wyclef Jean because of Young Thug.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the Carnival fans, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to put something together right now that we can rock together. This called Hendrix. It's on the EP. I'm going to do this one for my homie gone. Judge hit the hammer, they ain't coming home. Nah. We all are from the danger zone. The devil pulled the card and he said choose one. I chose music, my homies chose yay. Some of my ballers chose the NBA. Cousins on the block, man, they gang bang. Funeral parlors making all the chain. Yeah, where my cousin got his first tech. I was playing Jimi Hendrix in the basement, yeah. All I wanted to be was a rap star, yeah. And all he wanted to be was a rock star, yeah. El Chapo, El Chapo. All he wanted to do was be El Chapo, El Chapo, El Chapo. Let's get into it. The heat, listen. My Diddy Biggie shooters, they little like Kim. And I ain't no joke, but I rock him. I used to slap box in the project elevator. The way I rock a fella, you gon' think I'm Sean Carter. I know what the people are thinking. They like Clef going in. Who writing my Ghost Writers from within? Yup. Told me y'all should be reminded I'm a motherfucking Fuji and my score has not been broken. Listen, you dudes are local on the block. Nah, let's rewind. Man, I'm local on the block. Now, in my view, I'm a world star that's hip-hop. Rewind. I used to be local on the block. Now my views, world star hip hop, R.I.P. to Q, and this is how we do. Yes, I'm Haitian, but I don't do voodoo. Jama me call me sub like me walk on street, me walk on food, say right on the nut, say Mike come to la, eat pon table, say pon soup. Black me, bro, me black, rip me chest, me span me back, solar rock a reggae track, jack on the back, top at the bottom, of be a treble top. Electricity can give you a shock. Shock.
Come on, Wyclef Zone, everybody. Juve, the EP, Carnival Free out this year. Woo! Thank you, bro. It's the Heat, Sirius XM. On that note, we out.